Hi everyone, welcome to 522, our first summer class. We're very excited to be here with you. Are you ready to get some work done? So far you've taken a 15-week class in 15 weeks, like 511 and 529 if you've taken that, or you've taken a 15-week class in 8 weeks, like 523 and 515. This class is 15 weeks in 5 weeks. It's going to be full on. You should plan to spend 8 to 9 hours per week in this course. Weeks 1, 2, and 3 have discussion deadlines of our usual Thursday and Saturday. And week 4 is a week in which you could easily work ahead or you could play catch up if you wanted to take a week of just a vacation or some time off. The class actually ends on the Friday of week 5. So what is this class about? Well, we spend time looking at the different digital literacies. We look at information literacy. We create a website. We evaluate websites. We look at ICT literacy, which is we're really going to dig into artificial intelligence. We examine research on issues related to technology integration, and we look at digital inclusion when we're looking at media literacy. You'll also spend time exploring different ways to use the web for teaching and learning. You're going to be involved in a MOOC. You're going to learn about that in a minute. Some more artificial intelligence, some podcasting, and looking at web-based teacher professional development. So what will you do in this class? There's quite a lot of assignments. The first one you'll do is a website evaluation. You start it in week 1 and you submit it in week 1. You're going to be looking at some websites with a very critical eye. We'll be giving you some directions of how to evaluate a website. Hopefully, this is something you do with your own students, or even better, you'll help your colleagues become information literate. We also look at digital inclusion. This is completed in week 2. We're going to learn about digital inclusion and locate some resources of your own. Digital inclusion is making sure that anything that you share that is web-based is fully accessible to all audiences. You're going to create a fully accessible project. It could be a movie, a handout, a presentation, or something of your choice. And it's going to be for the audience of your colleagues to help them understand how important it is to consider digital inclusion. Yes, there's a research project. You'll be annotating 10 articles. The reason we have you do this research project as annotations is because in your final semester, you have to write a long lit review. These articles that you locate for this lit review, for this annotation, will be the articles you will turn into the lit review. You'll be working smart on this. We'll have you submitting 2 to 4 annotations each week so that by the end of the class, you'll have your 10 annotations. You'll also be developing a website, once again, in preparation for your final semester in the program. It's going to be your ISTE coach or educator e-portfolio. You'll also prepare this for your final class. You're going to be applying accessibility and visual design, and you start this in week 4. You'll be using Google Sites. Finally, we're going to have you do some web-based teacher professional development. You'll be looking at informal professional development. We want you to join a webinar, join a Twitter chat, look at some web-based tutorials. You'll spend at least 2 hours over the course of this program, this class, learning something to enhance your teaching practice. You'll be also looking at AI. One thing I just read recently was that many teachers are actually using AI as a form of professional development. We'll share more about that once we get into the class. You're going to examine resources related to decision making, and you're going to come up with an implementation plan. Now, a MOOC. What is a MOOC? MOOC is a massive open online course. You'll spend a week engaging in this type of web-based learning about anything you want. It does not have to be about teaching, but we want you to think about how it can help you and your colleagues. You'll also be subscribing to a podcast. Think about how you might use podcasts in the classroom. I'm going to guess that most of you listen to true crime podcasts on your way to work. Teachers always seem to do that. But you'll be listening to any podcast related to enhancing your teaching practice. That's it. We are excited. It's going to be a great 5 weeks.